Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to the Peak. I'm Nick, and this is Peak D&D. We're up here in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado at 9,000 feet, bringing you high fantasy. Ha. We're about to jump into our playthrough of Into the Fey, a 5e Dungeons & Dragons module by Luke Hart from the DM Lair. You can check out his Kickstarter at the link below and pre-order your own copy of Into the Fey for your D&D group. Now, our version of the campaign is still taking place during the playtest portion of the module. Some names and places have been changed to protect the innocent, and we've adapted some of the maps and encounters every now and then to keep it lively. But this should give you a good feel for Luke's style of adventure with a little bit of Peak D&D flavoring for good measure. Don't forget to do all of the things that every YouTuber asks you to do, and let's roll some dice, shall we? Join us as we travel into the Fey! Roll music! Alrighty. After Ghourd stone cold caps that sprite, there is a moment of prolonged silence, and you guys are alone in this dungeon.
The fuck, man? God damn it.
Have you ever tried to clean glitter out of off of clothing?
Yes.
It is in your hair, and it's going to be
That's not coming out. Everywhere.
Well, it clearly didn't have any more information, and it's evil, so I'm done with this.
Well, it certainly doesn't have any more now.
No, it doesn't.
Then I suppose we have recovered the painting. We found out where it was, and we should return it for the money that was promised us.
Yes, that would be nice.
And the sooner we can get out of these sewers, the better, is all I say.
There's only so much that potpourri lasers can do.
I can only use pine scent fresh so many times. Well, actually, I can do it forever.
Well, yeah, then it's just going to smell like pine needles and sewage.
Right. Humble brag.
Well, let's check behind this painting then for that stolen one.
Yes. We did, I did take an inventory of all the other things that we found.
Right.
Those pieces, so I think we're good.
Yeah, Ben, you got your list. You guys found everything.
Yes.
I'll tell you so you don't need to roll more investigation checks.
Right. I'm just trying to get my head back in where we were. But let's head back to the surface and
I guess
talk.
I'll carry the painting.
Yeah. Would you be a dear? Would you? just carry that for me.
I'm gonna bring up the rear. I would like to collect as many of the lanterns as I possibly can.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there are 6 of them in total, and nobody's in a position to gripe about it.
Cool.
All filled with those lightning bugs.
Yep, and I'm gonna grab all the leaves that I see as well.
Yep. You found a cabinet with some leaves in.
Great.
As you guys are leaving the little complex of sewer tunnels here that they were using as a base, you see a door that you guys hadn't opened open, and you see what look like pots and pans and a cook fire inside.
Oh. This must be where they were making dinner for the...
Is it the fire going? Does it smell...
It smells like until recently something was cooking here, but there is not currently anything on the fire.
Is there anyone in there? Do you want to check it out? See if there's anything in there.
I'll go peek. I'll go stealthily and peek in there.
All right. Go ahead and roll investigation.
19.
19. Yeah, you've probably seen it before. So you find a rather poorly stocked kitchen. There's some flour, some basic, some dried fruits and veggies. Doesn't seem to be any meat here for the cooking, but Yeah, somebody was clearly using this as a kitchen.
Cool.
In the various kitchen detritus that's sort of strewed about, you're pretty sure you see two distinct sets of footprints, but there's no sign of what might have made them, or there's no sign of anybody else here.
I go back and report. Like, well, there's two sets of footprints. They weren't little flying winged things.
Perhaps someone heard our activity in the other room and made a hasty exit.
I couldn't imagine why they would.
Especially if they were just the cooks.
Yeah.
They're like, shit.
I mean, we've got the crazy murder dwarf here. I mean,
Hey now.
They
were evil.
Helm is clear.
Helm is-
It's not murder if they're bastards.
As long as Helm doesn't have any problems with me, I think we're good. Let's
Depends. Are you actually?
No. Let's not dig into this too far.
I was gonna say.
Let's just trust
Helm
your new
hasn't
friend
decided
Jaastien.
about you yet.
Let's just blindly trust each other from now on, shall we? Up to the surface,
I'm not sure about
lads.
that.
You have a great feeling about these people you're adventuring with now.
Oh, I know I do.
But nothing further waylays you in the sewers here. So you are able to escape, not terribly far from Bacchio's mansion, in fact.
Yeah, right out this backyard, wasn't it?
This was pretty damn close to his mansion,
We came
where they
pretty
were
close
laid.
to where he was. Yeah. Then I suppose we should return the pen. Should we clean it up a bit? Is it
clean?
What
Is it
kind
dirty?
of?
So it looks like the painting itself was wrapped with cloth before they took it. You found one of the ropes, like dragged in the sewage down there. It's kind of how you track them down. The painting itself appears to be fine.
Oh, good.
They took some care with it. Apparently, they like art.
It's very interesting they took this thing.
Yes. Yes, excellent.
But yes, we should return it to its owner and get our reward.
Then we proudly walk up to the front door and rap on the door.
All right. The same serving maid from before opens the door, looks surprised but happy to see you, and says that she will get master if you'll just wait in the drawing room.
Yes, and tell Harold and Russell we send our regards, and we're glad to be back.
I'll tell Harold you send his regards.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
In the
Because
drawing
Harold's the day god, right? Yeah.
Russell might not have a job anymore.
Grand. Lovely.
He got knocked out and then lied about it.
Fair enough.
So we found some parchment and some ink, correct, when we were down there?
You did.
Yes, silvery ink.
Right. So I'm going to start. So we're in the drawing room waiting. I'm going to start penning a note. Just go over to the corner and just start writing a note.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Bacchio joins you but a few moments later. He looks surprised to see you so quickly, but as soon as he sees the sort of partially uncovered painting, he lights up. Oh my goodness, you've managed to get results so quickly.
Yes, my lord Hakushi, we have returned your purloined painting, and we are glad to have been of service to you. Sorry, one small thing. I suppose there was a reward or something involved in this interaction.
Oh, of course. Please, here, have some wine. I'll go to my safe.
Oh, certainly.
Yes,
Thank
that
you.
grape wine. That stuff is good.
Who knew? I know.
He returns a moment later, hands you a bag with 100 gold pieces in it. And has a what looks like a small sort of slip that it has it's got a rose on it, and it's plainly some sort of coupon.
All right.
This is a Penny Savers ad. Thank you.
Now, what is this for?
Oh, that's your voucher for the Rose Thorn. I believe I promised you accommodations.
Yes, that was part of the deal
Yes.
as well.
Now, what about the City Watch, though?
Yes, of course. If you'll give me but a moment, I can pen a letter to the good captain and, explain that you've done me a great service and that...
Yes, at great risk to our own persons.
Oh, no doubt.
Maybe.
Pardon the interruption.
Oh, certainly.
I can write something for you.
Lysanthers. Yes, I can write a letter to the dear captain and petition for clemency on your behalf.
That would be great.
Much appreciated.
The sort of property damage of which you're accused is completely inconsistent with my experience of you. Upstanding citizens all around.
Yes, and certainly the same kind of creatures that absconded with your belongings were the same ones responsible for the damage in the park.
I would second that.
What sort of creatures did abscond with my painting? I wondered as to who could have possibly
Well,
wanted it.
after massive amounts of deduction on my part,
They were little
piecing
flying
together
things.
Exactly.
Yeah, here's some of them if you want to.
There's
Just
here's
a
like
fistful.
That was the remnant for
dripping
that
with
last
goo
one.
and they are small winged creatures that roughly the shape of a person, but much smaller, and they flit around causing all kinds of mayhem and mischief.
Like a fairy or a pixie or something like that.
Oh, one of those things, yes.
Yes.
Well, can't imagine what they wanted with my painting, but I'm very grateful for your having brought it back.
Well, we are glad to have been of service.
Well,
There was one other woman in there, but she disappeared. So I'm not sure where she went to.
Yes, it's
Yes.
true. We're still investigating further to make sure that nobody else is subject to the types of crimes that you have been subjected to.
certainly. And if there was someone behind the theft with ill intent towards me specifically, I would certainly appreciate knowing.
Yes. Well, we'd be glad to investigate further and inform you of our findings should anything be pertinent to you.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you again so much for your service. I'll draft that letter immediately. I won't take up any more of your valuable time.
Thank you very much. Just be aware, I don't know, maybe double the guard or something, because they might still be out there.
Unfortunately, it's halved at the present moment, but yes, I will be looking for guards. I don't suppose you're for hire.
At the moment, we find ourselves currently engaged, but should we become available, we will be glad to let Ghourd talk to you. I just realized halfway through you weren't talking to me.
Yeah.
I was wondering
I
when
believe
you
the man
were.
was talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm the one who killed all these pixies.
As his representation in all things
I don't
business,
believe you represent me, sir.
I think I've done you a great favor.
If cold-blooded murder is what you need, then he is your dwarf.
They were evil. That's all I have to say. Anyways, I have some other things to attend to. There's some evil something going on in the woods up north, and I'm trying to figure out who it is, and maybe what absconded with your painting might be behind it too. So,
It is possible.
but thank you for the job offer. Maybe after I figure out my quest, I will come back.
Well, sure, if you find yourself in need
We'll
of...
send his curricula vitae your ways.
I know some of those words.
My what now?
Your resume.
My what now?
Your very padded resume that I'm working on.
Are you his agent, or do you get like a 10% finder's fee?
Of course.
10%. What is he, a charity?
30%.
I get 10%.
Yeah, right, exactly. See, country, this is why
And
you
first
get
choice of any recovered loot from here on out. This party is
Wow,
just
you're going to
terrible.
give me a whole 100 gold for all my hammer swinging? Where do I sign?
Yeah. Golly, that's super generous of you.
Well, as we
talking
sit
city
and
boy.
finish this
Like a young
decanter of
Motown
wine,
singer.
as we sit and finish this decanter of wine, waiting on our letter of recommendation, I suggest we move rather quickly afterwards and get our names cleared and perhaps
Absolutely.
head to our free accommodation.
Delightful. I will meet you at the Rose Thorn.
Oh yes, we're going to interact with people that perhaps you don't wish.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to the city guard. So, and I'm actually not even implicated in whatever happened in the park. So
That's fair.
Y'all could go handle that. I'll
Even
meet you at the
Steven's
Rose Thorn.
3 fair shares. That's what I've always said. We're just, we're all in this together. And but we'll see you at the Rose Thorn.
Yes, sir.
Do you need the? I'll hold on to the. You have an inn there, right? You work there.
What are you talking about?
The Rose
Playboy,
Thorn?
you need to pay more attention. No,
Which
you're
one do
working
you
a free
go
room.
to?
I'm
The meadery.
the meadery isn't even in town, man. It's like an hour outside of town.
Fantastic.
Jesus.
It's many drunken nights visiting several different locations in one night. I can't keep them straight.
I'll meet you at the Rose Thorn.
Fair enough.
He
Ghourd,
leads a fast-paced life and probably takes a few drugs.
it's drug-addled minds.
I mean, it's part of why I like you.
A bit unpredictable at times. At least unreliable.
So yeah, written letter off to Captain Thumpkins.
Oh, my
He
favorite.
hands you a letter in just a couple of minutes, and once again bids you come back anytime you need something.
Yes.
On the way out, I'll tell him that I'm going to speak to the Honey Gut Meadery and about that partnership.
Oh, he's very interested in
Yeah,
that.
I will let him know.
He is seeing gold pieces for days.
I will let you know, sir.
Very pleased to have made your
And
acquaintance.
before you leave, I'll pull you aside and try to say, as I'm just saying,
So
Ghourd, talk to this man about potatoes for a moment.
I believe he has a question
Now,
about
I resemble that
Pulling lots of
remark.
people aside.
Sure. Hey,
I pull you aside, then you pull me aside, then we pull us.
does someone have a question about a rutabaga?
Say what now? I know all about them.
Now, we need to offload several of these items.
So here's what we do.
Yes.
You go take Ghourd. You run that errand. We meet at the Rose Thorn. I'll go shopping with him. You go offload that stuff. We'll just do the little divorced handoff.
Yes. Fair enough. That sounds fantastic.
Great.
All right, Ghourd. Stop talking to this man's ear off about potatoes. We have business to attend to.
I was waiting for you all. He knows about my potato wine and how
And we
famous
go.
it is.
We're heading to the city guard office.
Captain Thumpkins.
And
To
Max,
see
you are
my
heading
face.
elsewhere as discussed, yes?
Yes, I'm heading elsewhere. So whichever of the two you would rather do first.
Let's talk to the city guards.
Beautiful.
All right.
All right, now Ghourd, this is very important. I need you to do all the talking to Captain Thumpkins, but I
Well,
would
of
like
course
you to
I will
say
be doing the talking.
Absolutely, but I just want to be clear on the story that you are going to be telling her, because
ahead,
as
get
you
your
know,
story straight.
she is not my biggest fan.
Yes, so you should just let me do the talking.
Star-crossed lovers, it was never meant to be. It's really an unfortunate situation, but I just want to know that you'll. Let her know how involved I was in this process of getting this letter of recommendation for all of us. So
I will do my best.
I'll interject. I'll guide you along. You've got this. You've got this, man. And we walk in.
And we walk.
I'm very confused.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want.
As you guys are walking into the City Watch building, a furious-looking halfling woman is walking out.
Do we?
Oh,
No, said
Is that Captain Thumpkins?
No.
Okay, that's somebody else.
Captain Tompkins is
Oh,
human.
yeah. Okay.
Oh my! Is everything all right?
I breeze past and I'm going straight to Captain Thumpkins.
Oh, they're just.
She didn't
person
break her
storming out?
gate.
Not at all.
She's
Fantastic.
mumbling
She's in a good
tiny
mood.
bit.
It means she's in a good mood. Let's go.
All right. So within, there's a there are guards milling about. A couple of them are standing watch. There's somebody who's clearly some sort of receptionist. He's poring over different sheets of paper.
I'll go up to him and present the written letter and say to him, "Yes, hello. We have some business to attend to with Captain Thumpkins. We have a debt to be paid to the City Watch."
Ah, okay. He just takes your paper, looks it over, and says, "1 moment, please," and just walks off into one of the doors off the room. In a few minutes, he comes back, heads back to the desk, and Captain Thumpkins comes out, looking as though she has spent a couple of minutes mentally preparing for the conversation she's about to have.
Hello, you.
So
Ghourd, say
nice
hello.
to see you.
Greetings, Captain Thumpkins.
I just sort of push Ghourd in front of me, just sort of stand back.
Yes. Well, I believe we have done a service to one of the merchants in town, and he said that he would be able to clear up whatever it is that we did for the City Watch. Not enough money to pay for back, but I think he would be able to do such things.
Oh, I got his letter.
Will that suffice?
Mr. Hakushi is a valued contributor to the Guardsman's Ball every year. With his personal letter of recommendation, I believe we can conclude our business regarding the statue.
That would be a wonderful thing. And I'm very, very sorry for all the miscommunication.
I believe you.
Very well.
If you don't mind, I have some words for your friend.
Oh,
I don't mind at all.
Me?
And I turn around and leave.
I like your friend.
And I kind
Direct.
of like give him stink eye on my way out. Just like, good luck.
Captain, here we are again. But I do just want you to know how much of an endeavor this was. And life and limb were risked.
Yeah, you look real tore up.
I was frightened, and words are weapons, are they not? So therefore,
That all depends on who's wielding them.
astute as always.
Look, you got out of it this time. And yeah, you got a real good track record of getting away with these things, but that's a nice young man you're traveling with, okay?
Young Ghourd, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. the
That's a
potato
nice
boy.
kid.
Yes.
Don't get him in any more trouble.
Oh, he'll certainly. He's done wonders for my own personal character and growth as a human, as a
Yeah, I
half-elf.
bet he's been a fantastic influence on you.
He really has. We're turning things around, Captain Thumpkins. Thelma, I believe, right? Is that right what it was?
You know goddamn well my name is Thelma.
Yes, of course. I mean, we go so far back. It's of course it is.
Look, I don't know how you got him to knock the head off that statue. Just don't.
Yes.
But quit getting that kid in trouble.
I will do my utmost to keep this young man on the path of righteousness.
I don't suppose you've been home yet, have you?
No, not this morning.
Okay, well, I wouldn't count on too many more get out of jail free cards. Just so you know.
Oh, does that mean Daddy's home?
Well, that's a personal matter. None of
Yes.
my business.
Yes, fair enough. Speaking
God.
of personal matters, I do have some. I know you won't believe it coming from me, but something happened down there in the sewers as we were doing this errand for Mr. Hakushi. And
I burst back in. Hey, by the way, I have one more thing I need to tell you.
Maybe
You can wait a
Ghourd
minute,
can
right?
explain it a little better than I can.
I don't know how I forgot this, but Helm's Heart. There were so many sewer workers down there that were murdered by something down there and stuffed in a closet. And I don't know where you need to go tell people about that, or tell the well, you are the city watch, but tell the
Sanitation
workmen,
workers.
the sanitation workers. Yes, precisely. I couldn't obviously haul them out myself, but I figured someone needs to know and give them proper burial.
Yeah,
I told you he was a forthright young man.
okay. For you. She pulls a pouch off her pocket and tosses it to you. It's another 50 gold.
Oh, what? Why, thank you, man, but I don't believe this is necessary for me to
It's
just be doing my
absolutely
duty.
necessary.
Hey, now.
Well, we appreciate that, kiddo, but it took me a minute to get the mayor to approve that bounty, so I'd appreciate it if you'd take it.
Bounty?
Yeah, we've had some problems with people going missing.
Sewer? Sanitation workers?
Well, sanitation workers and others. Guess we know what happened to the sewer workers, but can you, she like sweeps a couple of papers off the receptionist desk until she finds like a map of the city. Can you show me where in the city you found the, approximately where you found him?
Oh, yes, we went through that sewer gate right there by Bakio's mansion.
Yeah, it's not hard to point out. It's not a huge city, but yeah, you can point out the sewer entrance you used. I'll have some of my men down there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As you were.
Right, as we were.
I believe we were
Okay.
just saying goodbye.
Oh, no, we were saying one thing
Oh,
first.
yes, of course.
not today, but soon, you are gonna do me a solid.
I look forward to that day.
I'll bet you do. Please take your very nice friend and get the hell out of my guard building.
Fantastic. We're gonna go on more adventures together, you and me, Ghourd. And I just start talking on the way out, like hand around his, clapping around the little dwarven shoulder.
I guess I'm stuck with you.
And with that, we'll shift the vignette over a little bit. That's a nice little button, don't you think?
Yes, I like the buddy. I like where it ended on the buddy comedy. You guys are so cute.
Get off of me.
All right, so you're talking to a person about a letter, yeah?
Post haste. I would like to go to one of my old crew.
One of the old crew is available.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent.
So that would be
Some guy.
no. You enter passcode. All right.
What's up, you enter passcode? It's been forever.
This is Steve. His name is Steve. So Steve has he appears momentarily indisposed. When you catch up with Steve, he is having a quiet conversation with a furious-looking halfling woman.
Oh. In that case, I would like to make myself very indistinct and try to eavesdrop.
Very well. Why don't you roll some stealth?
19.
19. Very good. You're pretty sure you are well hidden.
Excellent.
You drop some eaves on their conversation. The angry woman is talking about she's talking about the how the city guard are useless and that they only care about halflings when they're cutting purses, and how she's positive those damn dwarves are responsible for what happened at her inn. And she knows that you've got contacts with them, Steve, so if you just give me a damn name.
Oh, this is an interesting situation to be eavesdropping on.
Interesting indeed. Steve, for his part, seems to be obfuscating nicely.
Good.
He's not giving anything up.
Good.
But they end it on the note of, Jesus, all right, let me see if I can talk to somebody who can get a message out there, okay? I can get you a message, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think anything is going on here. She seems content to leave it there for now and storms off. They do not seem to notice you.
Good. Well, after she's well out of her way, I will make myself known and say hi to Steve. You know, like, that's fortuitous timing that I happen to show up, isn't it, old buddy?
Hey, it's the person I don't know.
Yeah, right? That's awesome, man. Go give him a hug, you know? Give him the old salute, like, from the underground up. Like, how are things, man? That was super weird. What, is that who I think it was?
Oh, her?
From the fork?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been needing... We gotta do some talking, man.
All right, so... Look, you and I are like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know why I did that.
But I'm
missing
into
a few
but
fingers.
Steve, I'm into it,
Yeah,
man.
it's like I'm just trying to
to.
connect with you and I can't do it.
I know. Well, it's been a while since the crew was running. You know,
Right.
we had some good scores back in the day.
Yeah. So, are the honey guts coming for him?
What? We thought a shipment of ours got ripped off. We thought it was them. I'm in town supposed to be investigating them. I'm supposed to infiltrate them because we think they stole our shit.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, now, here's what she was talking to me about. They're getting hit, like, almost nightly.
No shit.
Yeah, somebody's coming in, wrecking up the place, throwing their shit everywhere, and making off with at least a cask of mead every night.
No kidding.
Yeah, every time they put out a new one, it's getting stolen.
So someone's hitting all the meat in the city. It's not them and it's not us. We're just...
Huh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I was pretty sure you guys were doing it, but I wasn't
No,
going to
that's
sell
fair.
you out.
You should have. I mean, thank you for not telling us out, and that's a fair assumption. Well, it's certainly not above what we would do. This is crazy, man. Okay. Well, I'm about to write a letter to get back to the. I'm gonna find someone to run this letter to the meadery. So I'll add something to it with what you just said, and I'll see what we can figure out. So I'm gonna be at the Rose Thorn for like the next 2 weeks.
Rose Thorn, where's that?
Some inn in town. I don't know.
I'll ask around.
Yeah. You stay low. Keep your head out of trouble.
Who are you talking to?
Hey man, I'm just making sure, you know. But 2 quick things. Have you anything weird going on about like missing people, missing stolen objects, the sewers? I mean, other than their joint getting tossed and our joint getting tossed, and
I don't know, man. It sounds like somebody's messing with a lot of different people. Like, people have been griping lately, but it's not been like nefarious mostly. It's mostly just been people getting messed with.
yeah.
Like the gardens keep getting tagged, or somebody threw a whole bunch of TP on old man Lysanthire's house. That was hilarious.
Dude deserves it.
Oh yeah, fuck Lysantire.
All right, man. So hey, look, just stay away from the sewers, man. Well, I was down there. There's some bad shit coming to town, man. So just
Hey, while you mention it, look, a lot of the people I do business with, they don't have places to call home, you know, and sometimes have a hard time getting fed. There's a berry grove that I told some of the, especially the younger ones, some of the people I work with about, a little ways south of town. People been going missing near there recently.
yeah, dude. No, the forests. Keep people away from the forests, man. Yeah. No.
Bellevue's bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah, things I've been hearing some nasty shit about that. You get a free moment sometime? I appreciate you checking that out. I'd go to the guards, but I mean, what are they gonna do about
dude,
it?
don't. You know how I feel about them.
Just eat some pastries about it. Why don't they?
Yeah. All right. So you got someone who can. You got a good urchin who's making an honest living who could run a letter down to the meadery.
I could.
Okay.
You got a bottle of the good stuff that might have fallen off a truck?
Oh, I think I could arrange some of that for sure.
Oh, you know, I appreciate that.
Sure thing, man. Sure thing. Yeah, and so then I'll scribble down, what I learned new about the how everyone's getting hit, and I will give Steve the note to get to said meadery.
He assures you it will get there in no time.
And hey, remember, stay away from the woods and stop sending people
All right.
to the grove.
You got it, man.
And then I will head off to the Rose Thorn.
Very good.
And I believe that's where we are headed as well. I think we should probably swing by my house at some point, based on what Captain Thumpkin said. But maybe we'll at least have a place to stay first. Let's go to the Rose Thorn. We told Illinsworth we'd meet him.
Alrighty, so to the Rose Thorn then. It takes a minute to find. It's not like a super well-known place, but it is in the trade district, basically the whole eastern half of town. It's off the main thoroughfare, but it's you managed to find it without too much trouble. You guys head in. It looks like a pretty decent place. It's no great shakes compared to the nicer, the very fine establishments in town. But
It'll do.
But yeah, it's it's decorated pretty modestly, but it seems pretty well maintained. And there is an older gentleman behind the bar. Hair a little more salt than pepper, but salt and peppery. Who welcomes you to the Rose Thorn and asks what he can do for you today.
Yes, sir. Don't you have the voucher?
Yes, my good sir. We've been gifted for services done for the town a voucher of accommodation. And I believe food and room and board, food and drink provided as well. I'm not sure what it says. I assume it's the full treatment.
He picks up the voucher, gives you a kind of knowing smile, and says, yes, of course. This is good for 2 weeks of accommodation. He hands you a room key. It's a little bit heavier. It's not really a ding ding ding. It's kind of a it's an iron key. It's kind of heavy.
Hefty.
feels kind of cool to the touch.
Oh, nice.
And yes, this is your suite. It is 3 beds, perfect. And it is also it also covers your meals and
very
1
nice.
round of alcohol.
Per meal.
1 round of alcohol.
Per day. Fantastic.
1 round.
That's very well.
We can pay for extra alcohol. It's fine. Thank you very
We
much.
sure can. Once we divide up all this, I mean, we'll see if we can.
I need to buy
loosen those
myself a
purse
new
strings
mall
little bit.
because that jelly pudding thing destroyed it.
Let's get inside and let's discuss.
Yes. Let's debrief,
Yes.
shall we?
Yes, very well. Thank you, sir.
Very
Help me
welcome.
with you.
Oh, you remind me of a dwarf I once knew.
Yes?
Religious man. Story for another time. Please feel free.
Well, we have
get
2
comfortable.
You've got plenty of time to talk with your new buddy.
Yes, as they are ushering me up
shit,
the
and
stairs.
if-
The housekeepers come through promptly at 8:30, just so you know.
Oh,
AM?
Yes.
Not a problem, sir.
Here, use this warding token if you don't need to be disturbed.
we'll just put it on the edge of the door.
Yeah.
It'll be-
What? Wonderful.
It'll be delightful. And do we need? Should we require anything else? Do we talk to you, the concierge? Who might we address?
You can speak to me.
And you would be?
I am Pablo Santiago.
Pablo. Are you the proprietor of this establishment?
Yes. It's a pet project of mine.
Very well.
Little to do for a retiree.
Thank you so much, Mr. Santiago. We will be in touch. We will find ourselves to our accommodations. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay. Please let me know if you need anything.
Shall we? Let's shall.
Let's shall.
Let's shall.
Alrighty. So you get up to your room. It's actually a pretty nice room. You stayed at a variety of establishments, and well, perhaps some of you more so than others.
I am definitely not on the farm anymore.
No, it's like
Welcome to the good life.
the pillows have feathers in them and everything, and like it's
And we got this for free.
I
yo.
know. I know.
The pillows have feathers
All
in
we
them?
had to do was risk Ghourd's life twice. It's amazing.
Not onion scraps.
Oh yes,
sir,
we'll be
no onion scraps.
only the finest onions for you from now on, my friend.
No,
you'll
I mean
be eating
inside the
shallots,
pillows.
breakfast,
they're
lunch, and
feathers.
dinner.
They're actually from birds. They're very soft. You should lay down, Ghourd. Just lay down and enjoy for a
I'm not sure about that. Oh, it's
Country,
very
yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep like a
much,
country.
much better
Go to
than onion
sleep.
shavings.
Go to sleep.
There's no straw. I mean, these are like.
I am very tired after that experience.
Yeah, suddenly the adventure is kind of hitting you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we all. What time is it?
I fall asleep dead in my plate mail. No.
That's probably. Let's see here. You went off to Bacchio's early in the morning. Well, early in the morning for certain definitions.
Yes, I mean, it was not even high noon and we were awake. My
in
God.
the sewers before 1. I mean, what are the chances? I know, Playboy.
What a
I
productive
know.
day.
I would imagine we probably finished up with Thumpkin like at the
Yeah, neither
end
of those
day,
were.
end of work hours, if you will.
Yeah, you guys were probably getting here at around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening.
All right.
Great.
So it's about time to. So we should unwind. I would like to find a corner of the room or like a good table to unroll these maps and try to start making sense of where all the Tixies.
Oh, right.
were
Yeah, you don't
trying
have
to do
a table
things.
big enough for all of the maps, but there's some tables, and you find one that's for dining, but it looks like you can probably start to spread some of them out.
Yeah, well, and I would like also to like just condense it because like it seems like there's a lot of clutter there, but we could probably make a smaller version that was far more concise.
Yeah, you
and
could.
accurate.
Yeah, if you were looking at it, they were doing a real big map with a lot of details, and they had like routes sketched out
Yeah.
and certain like houses and businesses asterisked. So yeah, that was yeah. You can. It would not be too difficult to make a more condensed and streamlined version.
Cool.
Of that.
And I would also like to see if the Cheating Fork and the Meadery were two businesses that were asterisked or.
So they're There were a couple of different colors of markings on the map.
Okay.
It is a different coloring from the ones that you linked to Bacchio's Manor.
Okay.
But, excuse me. The map they have doesn't show the Dancing Meadery. It's just the city proper of Aeredale. But the Cheating Fork is marked. It is marked in black.
Marked in black. Okay. Okay.
I would like to start going through some of the things that we acquired in our adventure down in the sewers. This silver chalice and marble bust, these other two art items that we found, are they recognizable as anyone in particulars?
It doesn't look, you can't like match it to, I saw that on Old Man Jenkins'
Are these items
once.
hot is what I'm asking.
They're probably at least a little tepid, but you don't personally know anyone they might belong to.
All right. I'm wondering if you might have any avenues by which to find...
What are you trying to say, Playboy?
I think you know a lot of people in this town.
I'm just kidding with you. Yeah, I can fence that shit. We'll do that later.
Very good, very good.
Well, I'm going to go down to the bar and order some dinner. You guys want anything?
Anything but tubers.
I think we should all go downstairs and discuss a plan moving forward for tomorrow.
Yes. Perhaps over a nice, not...
Our one pint?
Yes, over our one drink.
Yeah, actually, before we go downstairs, let's, I believe there is some cash that we could divide up evenly.
Yeah, oh, yes. Do we need some walking around money? Is that what
there is some cash that we can divide up evenly.
Yes. I was just merely offering to, as the group accountant, I'm glad to...
Country, don't let him hold your money.
Oh, I have my 50 gold from Thumpkins.
That's true. He already got his share.
Oh, okay.
No, that was just from Thumpkins for me personally.
Oh.
No.
Whatever we found, we got to split evenly.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly right. We provided the information as a group about the sanitation workers and received a bounty as a group. She just handed it to you because you're far more trustworthy than I am.
Yeah. And she really doesn't like you.
So, according to my calculations, we each get, insert math here. That would be, everyone gets at least 50 gold from the reward for the painting, which 100 gold, 50 for you, which is your share of the 150 total. Then we have the contents of the chest, 3 gold pieces in addition to that. And
Level 1.
51, 17, with 1 left over, 17 silver pieces.
Oh no, nothing divides evenly by 3. We're all completely screwed.
51 does actually.
There is, 51 does, but 52 doesn't, so there's an extra one.
Yeah.
That will go into the group coffers. Here's that 1 silver piece left over.
I think we should give it to Pablo Santiago.
And then everyone gets another 3, and from what we found on the Smashy Smash Dial Dark Pebbles, we found another. We also found a gold ring from them, from Guile, and this pair of boots that was in the chest. Is that anything special?
Maybe. Let me double check.
Nice pair of boots. That's all I have.
Nice.
And then, let's see. Oh, the sorcerer had some money as well, so we each have an additional.
There was a.
So I believe
Just,
grand total.
there is nothing special about the boots.
Fantastic. They're just we'll sell them for whatever we can get, along with the safe return of the items from the sanitation worker closets. That can be, for a small finder's fee for returning those items.
Yes,
thought
we should
lost for a long time.
Take them to the sanitation department right away.
Fantastic. So I'll add all that up in.
Okay, so it sounds like tomorrow, but you want to go check out your home, right?
Want is a very strong word, but I should go home.
So you two.
If nothing, just to change these clothes. I smell like poo-poo. And pine fresh.
I will do my job tomorrow with the bust and the chalice and the ring. And then you guys can go return things to the sanitation workers and stop by home. You need a new ball or
that I do.
To
Or
get yours
get it
fixed. Yeah, so we do that tomorrow. And
Great.
Yeah.
But for now, a good night's sleep would be most welcome after a hearty dinner with my new compatriots.
Yes.
I'm excited. Great. So I guess we'll do have some dinner and then get some sleep.
That sounds very nice.
Alrighty. Have your dinner downstairs. Tastes like it was cooked by aerial servants.
Is there a vegetable of the day?
Please.
There's a vegetable today.
That's good.
It's filling. It's not the best food you've ever had in your lives, but it's filling and greasy. Goes well with the drink.
And we're not paying for it.
The bartender also does some specialty cocktails if you feel like spending a little money on it. Your free voucher gets you one specialty cocktail as well.
Well, Jaastien is a free spender, and he just got some gold, so he's buying drinks for everybody.
Excellent.
Making new friends.
Making new friends and
I just want one. And then I'm
influencing
going to
people.
bed.
Oh, I know exactly what you want, my friend. He makes you a special drink.
Ooh.
Is it a helm-themed drink? Does it come in a big,
Helmet?
like helmet?
No, just a drink inspired by a paladin I once knew. He takes a frosty glass of mead, adds in some spiced rum, a few dashes of bitters, takes a spherical piece of ice, touches it, and it lights up like the sun, drops it in the glass, and hands it to you.
Ooh.
A mighty paylor for you, friend.
The mighty Paylor.
Now, I'm all about helm, but Paylor's not too bad either.
What kind of mead you using there?
This is a honey gut establishment.
All right. Good man. Good man.
I'm on everybody's good list. A drink for you as well.
This is delicious. You should have some.
I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take, yes, please. And I'll try some of his as well.
A little sweet, but pretty nice.
This is even better than the grape wine.
You're learning so much. I'm so
Yeah,
proud
do
of
it
you.
up, sir.
All right. I have one for you.
I trust the bartender.
How'd you get it to glow in there?
He hands you a drink he calls Dragatha's Money.
Dragatha's money.
Cinnamon schnapps with tiny flecks of gold in, and what look like flower petals as well.
Huh.
Well, that's very pretty.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, it's got some spice to it. It's Goldschlager and tequila rose, basically. And when you catch one of the flower petals on your tongue, you spit out a tiny gout of flame.
Oh,
Now I
excuse me?
definitely want to try.
How did that happen? I didn't mean to do that.
That means it's working.
Yes.
Elysian flower petals.
Oh.
They're quite cool. You can touch them if you want, but a bartender's friend.
Yes. Well, I'm certainly paying for the drinks this evening, my good man.
But are you, though?
I am. He's totally he's just, when he has friends and he has things to do, he totally pays.
Spending the money. All right, fair enough.
Jaastien is the life of the party.
All right. He makes you a drink he calls an Unseelie Triumphant.
Unseelie Triumphant.
He makes sure to tell you that this is authentic Moylian absinthe.
Oh, Jesus.
Pours you some of that.
It's going to be that kind of night, isn't it, Pablo?
He adds some champagne to the absinthe, stirs it until it has this opalescent quality.
Oh, God.
Adds a little bit of cherry juice, and adds out of a dropper. He says it's hag's bile, and you hope he's joking, but it causes the drink to smoke and emit what looks like a skull out of a glowing green skull.
I'm not sure about that drink.
This is
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Nope. I drink it before
Ghourd gets smashed.
Ghourd gets smashed.
If it is, it's just the absinthe.
Oh.
Quite strong and quite smoky. Your vision is a little bit blurry.
Yeah, I'm not sure I don't want to try that one.
Yes, this reminds me of my school days.
Those cocktails end up going pretty far, and you're feeling pretty festive as the meal carries on.
Are we eating at the bar? Do we have a table? Where are we at?
At a table, I would assume.
Okay.
Table?
So what do we, so I talked to my guy, said there's some weird stuff happening at one of the groves, between the meadery and the city. A lot of people have gone missing.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying about this.
And I am confirming that. I am agreeing with you.
Okay.
Ghourd, with your geography being a little more well-rounded, that's actually the wrong direction. North of Aeredale is the Pelview Grove, where you were attacked. Where he is talking about is to the south of town, in the sort of like hilly river valley.
Okay.
There's a river that cuts through Aeredale, and to the south of it, yeah, a lot of stuff grows, and it's a little less thickly forested.
Now, I only know about the north. It's already spread down to the south now,
It's
too?
also
Evidently.
directly beneath our feet in the sewers. People are disappearing. They said the sanitation workers have been.
We have the city watch on the sanitation workers. They'll figure that one out.
And we got
Of course they will.
the maps. Oh, and I found out the meadery, their meadery is being hit too.
What? My God!
Dun, dun,
You
dun.
just woke me up. Sorry, that was just a lead for work. Yeah, exactly. You snap out of it there.
I'm just making sure that I'm understanding what you're saying.
But I wrote back to a letter to my boss and asked about if there was any smart wizarding type folks that we could talk to, because it seems like that might be good. But the bartender strikes me as a fairly learned fellow. He was saying all sorts of ingredients from places that I've never heard of, and he made that light up, and
Same
I
thing.
spit fire, and you had a smoky skull. So
Yes.
perhaps it might not be such a bad
He
idea to
might
talk
be
to
a good friend to make.
yes. he
And
might
I
be.
am great at making friends. Let's go!
Well, let's talk to him about Vex Mortem and the Summer Court and the Queen's Gate and...
Yeah, we shall. Those are all good questions.
Anything else, Ghourd? You have a pamphlet you'd like me to hand him?
Bartender,
yes, I do,
explain the
actually.
meaning of the universe, please.
Have you heard about Helm?
Yes, here's my
We have a moment to
pamphlet.
speak about our Lord and Savior Helm. May his hammer forever be in your hands. I don't know. Great. Let's go talk to Mr. Pablo Santiago. Pablo Santiago? Pablo Santiago. Pablo Santiago of the Rose Thorn. These drinks were fantastic. If there's anybody would care for an additional round, I'm glad to.
I think I'm good for one tonight.
I'll take one more.
Fantastic. You would care to try anything else, or just one of those?
Well, man,
Same as this.
I all faith in Pablo. Pablo, I trust.
We
So.
put our we put our pallets in your well-versed hands, sir.
Well, how early do you need to be up tomorrow morning?
8:30.
Apparently 8:30 when the cleaning crew will arrive.
Oh, right.
I'll put the warding out on the door.
Yeah, it's not a matter of personal conviction. They're aerial servants. They just obey the commands. They're a little bit difficult to wrangle sometimes.
But we do have to be up and going very early tomorrow.
We do have a very busy dance card. That's true.
Oh, well, certainly. Let's do another round. Let's mix it up a little bit. Why don't you try a Mighty Paylor? You might like it.
I'm sure.
Of course, the cocktails are seasonal, depending on what ingredients I can get. But yes, have a Mighty Paylor. I don't think you're ready for the Tia Paula yet.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You strike me as a rather learned fellow with some skills.
Oh,
Speaking of
I haven't been
servants,
tending bar my whole life.
You the Queen's Gate mean anything to you? Summer Court, Vex Mortem. Any of these words?
No, the summer court makes sense.
Now, why is that?
Yes. Why is that?
Well, it's difficult to explain, but they're, I suppose you can call them a clan of fey creatures.
Huh.
What type of fey creatures? From what I know, there's all sorts.
Well, there's all sorts, and really all of them have all sorts within them. They're a little dangerous to be tangling with as mortals, but I've had some dealings with the Summer Court, and their intentions are typically not malicious towards the material plane.
And do they have any who would be their enemies? Who would dislike the summer court?
Well, frankly, the different clans of Fey are constantly fighting with one another. Slights come easily to them, as does forgiveness. They're inconstant creatures. But the Summer Court no doubt has any number of other opposing Fey clans that follow them. The Unseelies in particular are temperamental and tend to pursue grudges against mankind.
Much like the namesake of the drink I had.
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. All right, very fair enough. Well,
Now maybe they're behind all of this stuff that's going on in town.
And if one was to seek out one of these clans for a parlay, where would one even begin with such a thing?
That's depends a great deal on what kind of Fey you're dealing with. Easiest thing to do is to, I suppose, seek them out in the more natural places of the world. They're drawn to such locations, but it's most similar to the strange place that they call home.
Yes, I feel the same. I feel a longing to visit the more natural places in the world, especially lately, oddly. Anyway, what was I drinking?
For you. Let's give you a little taste of gold as well. He makes you a Dragatha's money.
Dragatha's money.
That's exactly how it's meant to be said, my friend.
Thank you. Yes, we'll have a fine time. Listen, these guys they're a little bit lightweight, so don't be afraid to give me the good stuff, especially as I can handle it.
Are you sure?
Oh,
We have a stronger one, but
Hi, Jaastien Jaastien. Have we met?
I don't believe we have.
That's probably a good thing.
It is probably a good thing.
However, I have a bit of a reputation as a connoisseur of the finer things in life, and have been known to hold my liquor with the best of them. I am a half-elf after all.
In other words, a jackass.
Okay.
The fortitude of my people is legendary.
Country unlike you.
Well, if you insist, I can make you a Tia Paula.
That sounds right up my alley.
Oh, named after my aunt. She loved her liquor.
Yes. A fine woman, no doubt.
He takes a brandy glass, adds a fifth of a bottle of gin, a fifth of a bottle of vodka, a fifth of a bottle of brandy, a fifth of a bottle of absinthe, and a fifth of a bottle of a blackberry liqueur.
That's far more than one bottle. Fantastic.
The garnish is 2 slices of buttered bread that he highly suggests you eat before you drink it.
Well, as they say in the old country, bottoms up.
I suppose I'll just go shopping in the morning
I
and wait for you
will
guys to
need
wake up.
a constitution save.
You know what? Maybe we'll go shopping in the morning. We'll let him sleep a while.
I'll be up bright and early by lunch. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll go shopping in the morning.
Not with a 1. Yes.
You have a 1.
Save.
Yes.
Critical fail on the Constitution.
All right. Well, you drink the glass in the most
out of it.
debonair way you can muster in your current state of intoxication.
Oh,
You Pablo asks you how you like it. You smile at him and then fall to the ground.
Yes.
With your hands still on your chin.
Fantastic.
I guess we should just leave
You
him
got
there.
caught.
The aerial servants will bring him up when we close the dining room.
Sounds perfect.
All right. Well, I'll bow out for the evening's role play, everyone. Thank you so
Outstanding.
much.
I think I'm good.
You are.
Remind me
The,
to not get one
few
of those.
seconds of consciousness
Yeah,
you
for
have,
sure.
you feel really, really good, and then
Yes.
then it's nap time.
Is there like any of his left?
What's that?
How much of his drink did he drink?
Or did he spill it? Or like break it?
Well, I feel like Illinsworth is not in a sipping mood at the moment.
Cool.
Yeah. I had I was going for bottoms up.
Yeah,
I was
okay,
trying to drain
cool.
that tankard.
Good God.
I did eat the
trying
bread
to
beforehand.
Drain a fifth of alcohol.
More than a fifth, yes.
Oh.
No,
God.
well, it was a fifth of a fifth, so all of them was.
Oh, I thought there were 6 ingredients. Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
there was.
Yeah. I think
There were 6
drank-
ingredients.
Okay.
It is more than just a bottle of liquor.
Good job. Good job, Jaastien.
You're not sure how that glass held all of it.
Magic.
Some kind of
Small
weird magic
barrel, I
bartender
don't know.
shit.
Yes, that's amazing. Fantastic.
Now, have you heard any patrons say anything about like pixies or something in the at all showing up in town?
Not particularly, but to be frank, I haven't had a lot of patronage lately. My location's a bit poor, out of the way.
I see.
But tell your friends you've enjoyed the drinks and service at the Rose Thorn, please.
Oh, I will, absolutely.
Yeah, and keep your eyes, stay away from the sewers, and there's some weird stuff happening in town, so you...
Lock up tight tonight.
Well, thank you very much. I'll make sure I do. Oh, we have a bard coming in next week, by the way, for entertainment.
Oh, outstanding.
I just wanted to let you know it will be during your stay.
Perfect.
We shall check that out.
And anybody want to have any other questions for the bartender or anything else you want to do?
Oh, there's one other thing I want to do, but it's going to be when he's passed out.
Back in the room? My God, what are you talking about?
I mean, I've got some nice black silvery ink that I was going to give you some delightful facial hair with.
Go talk to your father.
Now, I don't condone this,
Silver beard
but
drama.
it is very funny.
All right, so you all spend
Love it.
the night in varying stages of comfort.
I am very comfortable.
So what time do you guys leave in the morning to go shopping?
Yeah, like whenever he's up, I'll wake up with him.
Yeah.
I'll go take him around the city.
Oh yeah, get every morning at 4:30, say your prayers, and
Whew!
then by 6:30 you're ready to start doing your calisthenics, and then
Yep.
by 8:30 you're ready to go out and adventure.
Great.
Sounds great.
You let me know when it's breakfast time. I will join you from then.
I will bring up
then
breakfast.
sun.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, you don't have any real luck in rousing Illinsworth. Jaastien, sorry.
We'll get it.
So, after going about town for a bit, getting hammers fixed, talking to some people, and fencing some goods, you guys have made your way to the Cheating Fork Tavern.
All right, now Playboy, I know you like to do the talking. Just let me do a little bit.
You got it. That
Fair enough.
So
Still
you,
feeling
man.
some
We're gonna
effects.
have to remember this in the future. when
This is
we-
his establishment now, so he should
Yeah,
do the talking.
Yeah.
You're talking to the people across the road.
Actually, I'm just gonna have you tell him everything he needs to know from here on out.
Sounds
Perfect.
good.
Thank you, Ghourd.
Delightful.
Great.
Do you have any fluorescent lights around?
No, but I have this tambourine.
Oh, very nice. Let me see that.
Ham, potato.
And with our character thus summarized, so you're getting some strange looks at the
was a
Cheating Fork.
vegetable, he would be a potato.
Dude, I cannot wait for your country album.
When does that ish drop, baby?
Talk about lucrative money making promises.
Do I know the proprietor's name?
You have your honeygut fellows have bellowed it in anger many a time.
Okay.
It is Anathi Varani.
Nathi Varani. Excellent. So I will walk in, go up to the bartender, sit down, tap on the bar.
Head into the big britches room or the little britches room.
I don't know what that means. So.
The little britches room is a bunch of halflings.
Oh, little britches.
Halfling-sized furniture. The big
yeah.
britches common room has
No.
human-sized.
Little britches, and we're gonna do this entire transaction in the halfling native language.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sit down and say, my name's Illinsworth. I'm here from representative from the Honeygut Brewery, and I'm here to see Anatha. I believe we have some business to discuss.
I've never heard that dialect before.
The bartender kind of blanches when you mention the honey guts. and says that he'll be right back.
Yeah, hands up, I come in peace.
I think it's going well.
Yes, so far it is.
Why are we talking in a different language?
To gain their trust. This is the native halfling tongue. I figured,
I see, that makes sense.
Yes, goddamn moon speak.
Yeah, totally.
Because you speak what? You can speak your native, like dwarvish, right? You can speak
yes,
other
I can.
dwarves. It's just the same thing.
I just figured.
Wow, it's amazing how commonplace polylingualism is in this world.
I
know.
My
The
goodness.
education system is great.
I know, right?
I just figured common was spoken in cities.
Usually.
It is, but
So guys, this is probably gonna go bad. Just in case it does.
I have my mall fixed.
All right, well, outstanding.
I love that that's your first.
Yeah. It's perfect. Ghourd, I think they're evil.
Jaastien. She looks lower in this room.
Like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, like so you guys are fine. I'm sort of like sitting in like it's like being in a kindergarten classroom.
Yeah,
Like,
all the
there's only
desks,
little
all the
tiny
tables are too
desks.
small for
Have
you.
fun using the bathroom.
I already did several times this morning, and it wasn't from the right direction. If I get
You brought that on yourself.
oh, it won't be the last time. Let me tell you.
It's true. So after a couple of minutes, a middle-aged halfling woman with her hair in a tight bun steps out, glares daggers at you the entire time she's walking across the room, and takes a seat at the table.
Do we recognize her?
Yeah, she's that really angry woman who stormed out of the guardhouse the other day.
You weren't paying attention. I tried to talk to her.
Nah, she wasn't in a talking
She
mood.
wasn't.
She looks like she's barely in a talking mood now.
So yeah, hands up. Ma'am, I believe we have a common enemy. Our brewery is missing shipments. We had an entire shipment stolen. And to be perfectly honest with you, we assumed it was you guys because, well, that's the nature of our relationship right now. And I have also heard that you are blaming us for a little bit of subterfuge of your own. And it occurs to me that perhaps someone is going after both of us. So I come here to parlay.
All right. Roll persuasion.
This is really good, by the way.
13.
All right.
You and I can have our very own conversation, Ghourd. I can't understand a damn word any of them are saying.
Actually, this one's in common. You're just hammered.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just,
my head's just still pounding.
you're just still a little drunk somehow.
I just can't hear you over the pounding in my body.
Still in half.
No, the worst part is the cherry juice that was in that first drink.
That was the worst thing. Worst part of it.
She looks deeply skeptical, but you are telling enough truth that she's not prepared to write you off.
Okay.
Is the sense you get from her.
Okay.
Suppose I believe for even a moment that that the Honeyguts are not responsible for our troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Who would this common enemy be?
So, unfortunately, this is a little maybe far-fetched sounding, but I have reason to believe sprites and pixies and fae?
We haven't been kicked out yet.
I know it sounds odd.
This is a new one for me, too.
Have investigated. I have come upon some information, including a map that has your meadery targeted in a certain way, and I believe the meadery as well in a similar way, the Honeygut meadery. So I think that we have a common enemy. I think someone is here to disrupt both of our businesses.
Sprites and pixies.
Yes.
We've run into a few, and they're a bit dangerous.
Wait.
I'd like you to speak with my son for a moment.
Okay.
This is good. It's called
Here.
networking. Keep it going.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you're speaking English, and it was.
He gestures to one of the servers who is probably also her son.
Oh, then I was imagining I understood the entire conversation.
And I was
am
very
here with
confused.
I like your visualization skills. This is cool.
He
pick up
runs
on
off
social cues.
and comes back with just a little 9-year-old halfling boy.
Oh,
Uh,
what's happening, partner?
I don't believe you're old enough to be in this establishment.
I wouldn't say so either.
not during business hours, but this is an exception. Hello, Garbin. Will you tell this young man here what you told me about a few nights ago? The kid looks pretty nervous at first, but after the first several moments where you don't eat him, he gets a little more comfortable.
I try to put on a big halfling smile and be encouraging and stuff.
Is this man an uncle? No.
I'm your mother's lover.
Are you my new daddy?
You can call me Uncle Johnny.
Not that I'll ever admit to in court.
So I was playing in the attic like I do sometimes, and I was there really late, so I decided to sleep there because I got a bed up there. When I fell asleep, I woke up and I heard there was noises downstairs, like stuff was moving around. So I went downstairs and I saw there was cups and forks and plates, and they were moving around by themselves.
Huh.
And they moved around for a while, and I heard weird noises. I don't know. It was like some gibberish they was talking.
Okay.
But all the stuff moved around for a while, and I stayed super quiet, and they didn't see me.
Good job.
But I didn't see anybody. But the stuff was all moving around, and then they put all of the tankards into one of the mead barrels, like how my mom really hates. And I didn't do it. It was floating around in the air by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw they took a barrel of our stuff, and then it floated up the chimney.
It floated up the chimney. Okay.
Thank you, Garmin. My son is a liar, but
I have but one question.
if
Did I understand any of that?
no, he was speaking halfling.
Fantastic.
His
Sit
common
back.
lessons are coming along, but he's not confident enough to have a conversation
It's all
yet.
I'll let Illinsworth fill me in.
She starts speaking in common for your guys' benefit.
That's fine. That's fine.
My son is a child, and I expected that he had been playing in the inn and caused some damage. But if what you say is true, that sounds like the work of pixies and sprites to me.
We, since the conversation is moving the pixies and sprites, things floating around, we were in the sewers, but a night or two ago on doing a little recovery work, and we stumbled upon a handful of pixies that had maps out and drawn to be messing with the town. So this tracks.
Not very nice creatures.
And ones that can disappear when
Yes,
given
one
an
did
inclination
disappear.
to.
I can't bring myself to trust you. At least not on faith alone. But,
Have you met Ghourd?
no.
He is exceptionally trustworthy.
I'm
He
not-
is.
Oh, yes, a dwarf.
What is that
Oh,
supposed
right.
to mean?
Never mind. Moving on.
He's instantly. No, listen to him talk. He is definitely not from the meadery.
Your accent is different from the Honeyguts, but
Oh, I'm not from here at all.
Regardless.
regardless, look, we have every reason not to trust one another. I propose that we look into this.
Agreed. Perhaps this could be the start of a collaboration between our two meaderies.
Not at all what I expected to contemplate this morning, but if there is a common enemy that threatens both our business, then I would be prepared to work with you in removing that enemy.
It's a start.
Very well, then. Well, to build on my son's story, we have suffered a number of break-ins. Nothing is damaged, the doors aren't forced or picked. I've made sure of that at substantial expense. But it's been apparent that they're able to get in. They steal 1 or 2 casks every time they come in, and they cause damage to my establishment. As my son says, they put things where they're not supposed to go. They will add things to the fermentation mix that ruins the batch. I think that they've even stolen some of my coasters. But that has been the extent of it. Nothing on the order of an entire shipment, the way you describe. We get break-ins once every few nights. We're expecting the next one will be soon. I invite you to stake the place out.
Excellent.
I have counted everything.
As you should.
And my office will remain locked.
Excellent.
But if you can uncover the truth of this matter, regardless of your current allegiances, I would be prepared I would be grateful.
Excellent.
Perhaps we could move toward a more peaceful coexistence.
I mean, that sounds like it would be better than hating each other.
You have no more reason to believe me than I do you, but...
Exactly. I could have come in here full of lies, but I decided to come with the truth.
I can respect that. For what it's worth, my family is not involved in the theft of your mead.
I figured as much.
Not to my knowledge, at least.
Fair. Well, that's all we can. That's fair.
One of my boys is 15. He's a...
Hey, we all were.
Indeed. But suffice it to say, I have no desire to illegitimately crush your business.
Great. Well, then I have no desire to see my business crushed or my the clan who's been good to me. So.
That's fair.
So yeah, we will stake out this joint. I mean, if they're taking barrels up the chimney, it seems like it should be a relatively easy thing to see.
I think we should do our best to stay hidden. Perhaps we can set up. I don't know any of this yet. Never mind.
Yeah, she was speaking in common.
She was speaking common for that loud
Okay,
bit.
I'm part of the plan. Fantastic. I love the plan. Is there a vantage point, like a balcony or something that overlooks the main meadery area that we might go unnoticed for an evening?
Well, not in the tap rooms. The chimneys in the Big Bridges common room. But in order to get at our mead, well... All right, yes, you can stake out the distillation room. There's like a halfling. She like beckons you to follow, and she shows you the layout. There's one like really big vat in the room, and there's kind of like a halfling-sized catwalk around it. If you wanted to stake out here, the catwalk would probably be your best bet.
Perhaps we could.
The attic would also
casks.
suffice. The floorboards are not the greatest. I've been meaning to replace them. You might even be able to find a spot where you can see downstairs from there.
I like both of those ideas.
We should check that out. How good are you sneaking around, country? Great. We're gonna put you up in the attic. See if we can't find you a good vantage point out there.
Yeah, I'm not very good at sneaking.
That's okay. We all
You're a man with purpose, and I like that about you.
Fair enough.
You go where you mean to.
All right, so why don't you guys roll investigation to check out the upstairs and see if there's a good vantage point.
Yes. Yes. Finally, a good roll.
13.
Good. 7.
23.
Yeah, you find one. Up in the corner. It looks down. It's like not a great view. Like you can't see much of the downstairs tap room, but you can definitely see into it.
Gentlemen, I have a plan. I think I will point out to you the most ideal places for us to be, because when it comes to the safety of alcohol, I will leave no stone unturned. So I sort of snap out of my hangover when I sort of realize, like, what's going on?
My God, we have to protect the booze.
Someone who makes booze is going to be indebted to me? Like, I am there.
Yes. So my investigation roll was like, okay, here, let's go.
All right, you got the plan. I will happily execute.
All right. So the plan is to put Ghourd in the top floor. Is that right?
Yes, and we'll be on the catwalk
Maybe on
behind.
the chimney? Because it seems like that's
You'll be
their
able to
exit
see.
strategy.
Yeah, you can't see the chimney clearly, but you can get pretty close if you position your head just right.
And I was
You gotta
almost-
be like right up on that crack
And
though.
I was almost thinking to be outside on the roof of the chimney so I could see where it goes after it gets out of the chimney, because that's also going to be important.
I suppose so. We should.
That is the exit point.
I guess we should
so it
probably
seems.
see where they're taking all the other.
Yeah, that's my plan. If you want to
That's what we want to do. We're not setting up an ambush inside.
No.
Great. That was Plan B. That was Plan B, just in case.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready.
But I mean, you're welcome to be inside. I
So
was
we're
going to
just
get up on
seeing
the
where they
roof,
take this stuff?
for now, and then we're going to go recover it.
I would very much.
So whenever it goes, we just follow the floating crates?
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
mean,
a-
it's. I'm gonna. Try
I've
to do
done
my
weirder things.
best to follow the floating crates on my own, just to see where they go, and then I will come get you, and then we will go together.
Yes.
But being discovered
Interesting.
is
Okay.
not to our benefit.
So we just.
Well, if you're outside, I'll go up.
We're
in
here
that.
to be witnesses.
I'll
We
go
want
up there
to
and you can be on the
see
catwalk.
If there's any signs of egress, how they're getting in and doing, getting away with all of this.
I see.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
All right, so rooftop, attic, catwalk.
Catwalks behind, bags of barley or whatever.
Yeah. Staking out the cheating fork. It takes a good long while, bored out of your mind for most of it, but around 2 o'clock in the morning, Ghourd, you definitely see it from your vantage point.
Okay.
You two, you guys are deliberately staking out and paying attention, so let's have you roll some perception.
All right.
Oh boy.
Not nearly as good. That's a 12 for Jaastien.
11.
11 and 12. Okay, so Ghourd. About 1:30 in the morning, you are pretty sure you hear the sounds of giggling. And downstairs, you begin to see one of the tables near the fireplace is just upturned.
Crazy. So that's like separate from where he is.
Yeah, there's a few different rooms to it. There's a human-sized common room,
Yep.
halfling-sized common room. There's the brewing room. There's the inn rooms to sleep in, and above that, above the human-sized common room, there's an attic.
Okay.
Which
That's
is where
I'm
you
at.
are. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the chimney goes up, out. The chimney goes up. The
Gotcha.
chimney is in the human-sized common room. It heads out, and
To him.
yeah,
assumingly.
looks all quiet where you are.
Yeah.
Okay. I will just
Then
do
you
my best
hear
to-
like a table hit the ground downstairs.
Great. So yeah, I'm just gonna make sure to do my best to stay hidden, and hoping to God that I can see a barrel floating up through the chimney that I can then follow.
All right. So, next, do give me a stealth check. Pretty hard to fail, but I believe in you.
Natural 20.
Okay, well, you are pretty confident that nobody can see you.
Great.
Awesome.
Alrighty. So, downstairs, there's it becomes pretty apparent that there is a commotion happening. Max, you heard the sound of the table flipping. Ben, you can hear like the sounds of voices in a strange language that you recognize in the common room.
Can I listen
Turn your brain
to
on.
what they're saying?
Yeah, you're getting like
Plug in.
very occasional bits, and it's mostly just sharing fun ideas for pranks.
Anything about the mistress or anything like that?
You don't hear that.
Okay.
Not right now. It seems like something is in that room speaking Sylvan and planning on how to most effectively mess with the owners.
All right. I'm gonna stay still and quiet as
All
best
right.
I can.
Assuming nobody pops up and starts swinging wildly, it carries on for another hour or so. Then you see the door to the distilling room open, and a bunch of carrots are kind of flying in of their own accord. You see one of the fermentation barrels open up, releasing a little of trapped air, and you see them dropping carrots into the mixture one after the other.
I shed a single tear.
He's probably into it.
But I don't see
they're
this.
only going to make it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna make it hearty. Let's give you lots of iron.
It'll be tasty.
Make your eyes work well.
Can I do anything here?
Don't do anything.
Nope, not doing anything.
And they reseal that barrel. A pony keg on the other side of the room starts to float and head out the room.
Oh God.
You don't actually see anybody doing this.
Now I see it go whoosh up into the chimney.
Yeah, you see the pony keg go whoosh up the chimney, and sure enough, Max, you see a pony keg emerge from the chimney.
Excellent. Then I am going to do my best to stay hidden and follow where it goes.
Okay, so the pony keg flies out of town. To what lengths do you go to pursue it? Any and all?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of thinking so.
You can move pretty quickly.
I mean, I can move, yeah, and I have the cunning action. Now that we leveled up, I can actually make dashes as a bonus action.
There you go.
So I can sell out, move in to get to 75 feet around.
All right. So, let's see. If you let the keg get a decent head start, but keep it in view, it's possible you can move that quickly and still try to be stealthy. So go ahead and roll the stealth check.
21.
21 is pretty good. All right. So we'll say that you are able to tail it.
Great.
It makes its way out of town, flying over the palisade walls. Give me an athletics check.
Acrobatics?
Well, you can do acrobatics. That's reasonable.
I mean, I'll do athletics if you want. I'm a bit better at the athletics.
Parkouring
Yeah.
around.
No,
Come on,
parkour. Don't climb the fence.
Yeah,
Parkour.
Thank you. 18.
All right, 18 is enough. So you manage to nimbly dart up one of the watchtowers and over the wall, and you manage to follow that keg a couple of hours north of town,
Jesus, okay.
where it flies into the mouth of a cave.
Okay. Do I know how to get back to town and back to here?
Make a wisdom check.
So I guess on my way back to town, I will leave myself like little slot markings so I know how to get back here.
Yeah, you've got
Mark
the
the
means
trees.
to do that. You can do that.
Cool.
Yeah, you leave yourself a trail that's pretty easy to follow, like memorize one or two landmarks. You're pretty confident you could find your way back.
Okay.
You guys are just hoping all of this is going well.
I can't believe
'Cause
they
Max
stole
is gone.
2 whole pony kegs. They just stole 2 of them.
I can't believe it. 3 pony
My
kegs. The
God.
nerve of them.
Who would do such a thing?
Who would do
That's
such a
awesome.
What kind of unforgivable jackass steals 4 pony kegs full of meat? Anyway, eventually Max comes back. And,
Huffing and puffing.
looking
Where have
a
you
little bit
been?
exhausted.
Dude, I was like hours outside of town. They took it to this cave up north.
My God.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
where I was attacked.
I mean, I saw it fly into the mouth of the cave, I marked the trail, and I came back to get you guys.
All right.
So I can take us there if we're ready.
I
5
this is
a.m. We doing this?
pressing issue. We gotta go.
I suppose so. We none of us have done anything that would require. Yes, well, let's do it.
All right.
Doing it.
Let's go to the cave.
And so our heroes retraced Illinsworth's steps in search of a mysterious floating pony keg. A normal Tuesday night for Jaastien, but baffling to everyone else. Join us next week as they enter the dark cave and see what awaits within.